God says, there are few minutes left. A wealthy man is looking for you. You are the heir, but you need to hear it today or you'll miss it. This is about inheritance, divine inheritance. There is someone searching for you right now. It might not be a man in a mansion with a briefcase. It might be someone God positioned with an opportunity, a door, or a word that confirms everything you've cried over. They are on their way. But they're looking for the version of you that shows up in faith today, not the one who keeps running from what heaven already declared. Something divine has been chasing you, and if you ignore this now, you might miss the one thing that would have changed everything. You've been asking for answers, praying for signs, aching in the dark, and now, finally, God says, this is it. Don't scroll past. Watch this to the end, or you might lose what was always meant to be yours. If you ignore this, you won't even realize what you lost until it's too late. That's how the enemy works. He distracts you just long enough for the blessing to pass by. But today, God is stopping time for you. Yes, you are the heir. You are the one the blessing is trying to reach. And you have only a few minutes left in this season before the next chapter locks in. If your spirit feels it, comment 1111. Let heaven know you're standing in agreement. The wealthy man in this message doesn't only symbolize money, he represents answered prayers. He stands for the favor that's been growing quietly behind the scenes. He's the connection, the open door, the divine reversal. But there's a catch. He doesn't have your name unless you step into position. God says, you are the heir, but if you don't rise in faith today, you'll miss the miracle that's already walking toward you. That's how close you are. You've been surviving on scraps for too long when a table is being prepared with your name on it. The enemy tried to make you settle, shrink, disappear. He tried to convince you it was too late or that you weren't worthy, but God never stopped calling you heir. The angels never stopped guarding your promise. You were never disqualified. But now you must move. Now you must believe. Now you must say yes. Comment 222 if you trust this. Some of you have been in seasons where you felt abandoned, left out, forgotten. But what if I told you the silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation? God hid you, not to punish you, but to protect your promise. The inheritance couldn't be given while you were surrounded by the wrong voices. He waited until now, when you're finally ready to see what he always saw in you. That's why this moment matters more than you know. This is the hour of awakening. You are being called out of delay, out of fear, out of confusion. You are being summoned back to the identity you were born to carry. You're not just a believer, you're chosen, you're marked. You are the one heaven has been waiting for to step up and claim what's already yours. The window is open, but it's closing. The wealthy man is looking. If you don't show up in faith today, he will walk past. So what does it mean to be an heir? It means you didn't earn it, but it belongs to you anyway. You didn't fight for it, but God gave it because of who you are to him. It means the blessing is already written in your name. You're not begging, you're receiving. It's been paid for in full by the blood of Jesus. It's the kind of inheritance that shifts generations. But you only access it when you show up and believe again. God isn't waiting on your perfection. He's waiting on your surrender. He's not asking for performance. He's asking for permission to move. He wants to pour out, to release, to restore, but he can't do it if you close the door in fear. Open the door now. The time is short. The one who carries your answer is already on the way. You don't want to miss him. If your spirit is stirring, don't ignore it. Heaven is speaking. Your breakthrough has a sound, and it sounds like your yes. It sounds like obedience in the small things. It sounds like faith rising again when everything around you says, give up. God's whisper is louder than the storm if you'll just lean in and listen. Don't waste another minute arguing with fear. Step into what is already yours. You don't need to chase it. The blessing is looking for you. But if you're hiding, doubting, or distracted, you won't be found. The enemy knows this, which is why he's been throwing everything at you lately. Confusion, weariness, delays. But hear this clearly. He can't stop what God has declared unless you stop believing. He can't close a door that God has opened unless you walk away. Don't walk away now. God's presence is thick right now, and He's not just near you, He's with you. His angels are surrounding you. His Spirit is awakening you. This is the moment where everything shifts. You are stepping out of being overlooked and into divine alignment. You are the heir. And your inheritance is not just a promise, it is a prepared place waiting for your arrival. The blessing isn't just something coming later, it's near, it's now. And if you align with heaven today, things will begin to move faster than you imagined. What was stuck will be released. What was hidden will be revealed. What was delayed will be delivered. But the moment must be met with faith. That is the only way the inheritance can be received. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives. Luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. God is not playing games with you. He's not teasing you with hope. He is serious about your future. He is serious about the promise. But He needs you to be serious too. No more shrinking, no more questioning your worth. No more standing at the edge of breakthrough but turning back. Walk in, claim it. Stand tall. It belongs to you. If this word is pulling on something deep inside, if tears are welling up, if your heart is racing, that's not emotion, that's confirmation. God is speaking directly to you. Don't shut it down. Don't silence it with doubt. You were meant to hear this. It was scheduled for you. Even now, the wealthy man is getting closer. The next knock on your spirit might be your moment. This is not the time to be passive. This is the time to believe aggressively, to pray boldly, to stand like you know heaven has your back, because it does. God's hand is on you. His plans for you are still good. His timing is still perfect. But His window is moving, and you don't want to be left standing where He used to be when He's calling you forward now. Like this video, if your spirit knows you're the heir, you may not feel ready, but God doesn't choose the ready. He chooses the willing. He equips the humble. He lifts the broken. And He honors the ones who say yes, even when they're scared. Your inheritance doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. This is your time, your turn. The chapter that changes everything is already being written, but the ink waits on your answer. Don't let it stay unfinished. Step into the story heaven wrote with your name in it. You're not forgotten. You're not too late. But you must say yes now, before it moves on to someone else. That man looking for you, the one in the message, he is not just wealthy in possessions, he is rich in what you need. He is carrying the next piece of your journey. That connection, that breakthrough, that favor is divinely assigned to you. But it is passing through a narrow window. And if you let it pass without reaching up, you may not see it again. That's why God is crying out to you through this. He is telling you what time it is in the spirit. The minute hand is close to striking the hour. If you hear him, comment 1212. Let it be your signal that you're listening. Heaven has always been a place of order. And the kingdom of God works in seasons and divine timings. Right now, you're standing on the edge of a moment, heaven carefully prepared. This isn't about you being lucky. This is about you being appointed. You are not standing here by mistake. You've walked through fire, storms, betrayals, and delays, but you survived. Not just for survival's sake, but because you have something to claim on the other side, something with your name on it. But if you don't show up to receive it, someone else will be assigned what was meant for you. This is why the enemy has been loud in your life lately. The pressure, the chaos, the unexpected losses, it's not random, it's a distraction. He's been doing everything he can to make sure you miss this window. If he can keep you angry, tired, distracted, offended, confused, or just scrolling aimlessly, you'll miss the knock when it comes. You'll miss the call. You'll miss the message. That's why this is urgent. This is your wake-up call from heaven. You've been crying out to God, asking, "Where is my breakthrough? When will it be my turn?" And the truth is, it's closer than you think. But now, God is asking something of you. To believe again, to stand again, to forgive, even when it's hard, to release what hurt you so you can step into what will heal you. The blessing cannot rest on bitterness. The inheritance won't stay where there is fear. This is your moment to rise. God is telling you that what you're about to step into isn't earned, it's inherited. That means you're not trying to prove yourself. You're just stepping into what was always meant to be yours. Think of Joseph in the pit, forgotten by his brothers. He didn't earn the palace. It was written in heaven long before he saw it on earth. But he still had to say yes, still had to trust, still had to forgive. That's what made him ready when the call finally came. And your call is coming. The one who carries your next divine assignment is already on the way. This wealthy man, this symbol of divine release, he's not just a person. He is a representation of provision, of alignment, of answered prayers. It might be a job, a partner, a healing, a mission, a door that suddenly opens, but it's coming looking for you. And the only question is, will you be where God needs you to be when it arrives? That's why obedience matters. Not because God is cruel, but because his timing is precise. If he says go now, it's because your miracle is moving now. If he says forgive now, it's because bitterness is the last thing blocking the blessing. If he says believe again, it's because faith is the currency that unlocks heaven. Do not be casual with divine timing. God isn't teasing you, he's trying to position you. Do not let fear speak louder than your faith right now. You've come too far. You've survived too much. You've prayed through too many nights to turn back now. You didn't lose all that just to miss what's coming. You're standing in the final moments before divine delivery. This is not the time to quit. It's the time to prepare, to open your hands, to say yes again. If you believe this is for you, comment 333. Let that be your declaration of faith. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Remember the parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25. 5 were ready, 5 were not. All were waiting, but only the prepared entered the wedding feast. The others missed it not because they were evil, but because they weren't paying attention. They didn't take the call seriously. Don't let that be you. You've waited long enough. Don't let distraction rob you now. You are not just receiving something for yourself. You are breaking something open for generations after you. Your obedience unlocks blessings your children will walk in. Your yes today plants seeds your grandchildren will harvest. This is bigger than you. That's why the pressure has been so intense. The enemy sees what's coming even before you do, but he can't stop it unless you stop believing. God wants to remind you, you are not alone in this. His presence has been closer than your breath. When you cried in silence, heaven was listening. When you felt abandoned, angels were guarding you. When you questioned your worth, God whispered, "You are mine." This is the hour he turns your mourning into dancing, your ashes into beauty, your weeping into joy. But you must meet the moment with faith. God is saying, "Rise, beloved, stand up, heir. This is your time. You are the one. You are the one chosen to carry the blessing, not just for yourself, but for your family, your city, your future." This is not just a moment, it's a mantle. And God is placing it on your shoulders now, if you'll receive it. Don't let what happened before steal what's ahead. The betrayal, the disappointment, the delays, they were real. But they are not the end. What is coming is greater, and it's closer than it's ever been. But the decision is yours. Will you stay where it's comfortable and miss it? Or will you rise in faith and meet the blessing face to face? This is your hour of favor. God is aligning things behind the scenes. People you don't even know are talking about you in rooms you haven't entered yet. Opportunities are shifting in your direction. The season is turning, but you must not delay. The blessing is not waiting for your perfection, it's waiting for your obedience. If this speaks to you, if something deep inside of you knows this is real, comment 777. Let it be your sign that you are stepping into alignment. The man looking for you is a sign of the shift. The person or opportunity or door coming is not random. It is a God-sent assignment designed to change the entire direction of your life. That's why this can't wait. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 3 that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. This is your time. This is your season. But seasons don't last forever. If the harvest is ready and you don't move, the crops will rot. If you delay, what was ripe can pass you by. And God does not want that for you. You've been praying, "God, show me you're real." He's doing it right now. This is how he speaks, not always through a booming voice or an angel in the sky, but through moments like this, through interruptions that shake your heart and pierce your soul, through nudges that won't let you ignore them. And right now, this is that moment. Your breakthrough has a name, and it's looking for you. You are the heir. Don't let the enemy rob you again by convincing you this is for someone else. It's not. It's for you. If you're ready to receive it, comment 999. Let heaven know you're awake. So many people miss what's theirs because they're waiting for perfect timing, perfect conditions, or perfect feelings. But God never asked you to feel ready. He asked you to move when he says move. Think about Abraham. He didn't know where he was going, but he believed the voice that called him, and that belief made him the father of nations. The inheritance started with one yes. Yours will too. You're not behind, you're not late, but you are at the edge. This is your final warning before the door swings open or shuts. There is still time, but there are only a few minutes left in this spiritual hour. You've felt it. The tension, the urgency, the stirring in your heart. That's not just emotion. That's the Spirit of God pulling you into position. He's aligning you with your promise. But you have to stop second-guessing. Stop hesitating. Just step forward. The person looking for you may be carrying the confirmation you've been praying for. It might not look like what you expected. It might come quietly. It might show up in a conversation, a phone call, a new face, or an unexpected opportunity. But you'll know it's from God because your spirit will recognize it. You'll feel that deep peace, that holy nudge, that sudden clarity. Don't dismiss it when it comes. Receive it like the heir you are. God wants to bless you in a way that no one else can take credit for. That's why it hasn't happened through your own striving. That's why your plans fell through. It wasn't punishment, it was protection. He's been holding back certain things until you're aligned with His purpose. And now He's bringing it full circle. The man is on his way. The miracle is moving. The door is almost here. Are you ready? If you've been battling discouragement, fatigue, or confusion, it's because you're closer than ever. The enemy doesn't fight what isn't threatening, and you are a threat to everything hell tried to build. That's why you've felt the attacks intensify. That's why the silence has been deafening. But hold on. God's about to speak loudly. His favor is about to show up publicly. The thing you thought would never shift is about to break open. But it all hinges on your faith in this moment. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not forgotten. Heaven sees you, God sees you, and more than that, He has chosen you. You didn't earn this. You were born into it. You are the heir not because of what you did, but because of who your Father is. And your Father is the King of Kings. That makes you royalty. That makes you someone the world can't overlook forever, no matter how hard it tried. You are rising, and nothing can stop it. You may not feel qualified. That's fine. Moses didn't either. Neither did David, neither did Mary. But God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And He is calling you now. He is putting His hand on your life and saying, I have more for you than what you've settled for. The enemy tried to convince you that your best days are behind you, but God is saying, I've saved the best for last. You need to shake off the shame of your past. Your mistakes did not cancel your inheritance. The blood of Jesus covered it. You are still eligible. You are still called. You are still part of the promise, and no weapon formed against you can change that. You just need to believe again. You just need to take that one step. The wealthy man is still coming, but he is close. Don't miss him. And when he finds you, when the door opens, when the call comes, when the answer appears, don't second-guess it. Don't run from it. Don't say you're not ready. Say yes. Say thank you. Receive it with the humility and courage of someone who knows that it was all grace, all mercy, all God. This is not about you being worthy. This is about Him being faithful. If you're feeling the weight of this moment, if something inside of you is breaking open, don't hold back. Surrender. Cry out to Him. Let His presence meet you where you are. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to say yes. The moment you do, things will begin to shift. Heaven responds to faith. Miracles respond to movement. The promise responds to obedience. You are standing at the edge of the very thing you've been waiting for, but it requires your participation. You can't just wait anymore. You have to step. You have to believe. You have to let go of what was and embrace what is coming. If you're ready to do that, comment 1010. Let that be your sign to heaven that you're ready. There are people who miss their moment, not because God wasn't faithful, but because they weren't listening. Their hearts were distracted, their faith was cold, their ears were tuned to the wrong voices. But you, if you're still reading this, it means your heart is still soft. You still care. You still believe deep down, even if life has made you doubt. And that is enough for God to say, let's move. You don't have to be strong. You just have to be willing. If you're saying yes in your spirit, comment 1515. That small act of faith can unlock something powerful. God's presence is not far away. It's hovering around you right now. In this very moment, He's reaching for your heart. He's stirring up what's been buried. He's awakening dreams you forgot. He's reigniting hope that was almost gone. And He's doing it because He knows what's on the other side. He knows the blessing is bigger than your pain. The healing is deeper than the wound. The calling is greater than the fear. You just need to trust Him again. You are not too broken. You are not too late. And no, you didn't miss it. You are right here, exactly where you need to be, hearing exactly what you need to hear. Because the one who is looking for you, the one carrying what you've been waiting for, is close. You're not going to miss them if you stay alert, if you stay in position, if you keep your heart open. You've come too far to turn back now. Let go of the lie that says it's not for you, that you're not the one, that someone else is more deserving, more ready, more chosen. No, God picked you. He knew your flaws and still called you. He saw your worst moments and still marked you as His own. That's what grace does. It doesn't ignore who you are. It embraces you fully and still chooses to pour out favor. That's the kind of love God gives, and that's the kind of inheritance He's offering you now. The story of Ruth is a powerful example. She had lost everything. She was an outsider, but she didn't give up. She stayed faithful, humble, and obedient. And at the right time, the wealthy man Boaz noticed her. He became the door to her inheritance, and not just for her, but for the lineage of Christ. Her faith met her moment. And the same God who wrote her story is writing yours. You don't have to force anything, you just have to be present. The man God is sending the breakthrough, the provision, the blessing He will find you when you're in the right place spiritually. When your heart is turned to God, when your posture says, I'm ready, it's not about striving, it's about alignment. This is a spiritual appointment, and all heaven is watching to see how you respond. Don't overthink it. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't retreat back into fear. Just say yes. Say yes to being found. Say yes to being used. Say yes to stepping into the unknown with the one who holds the future. God is not just opening a door. He's setting the table. He's calling you to sit in a place of honor. But if you don't show up, your seat will remain empty. You were made for that place. The enemy is terrified of this moment, because he knows that if you take hold of it, you will step into a level of authority, purpose, and joy that cannot be shaken. He's tried everything to wear you down before you got here, but here you are, still standing, still reading, still believing. That is power. That is faith. That is why this blessing will stick. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. If you're still with me right now, you already know this wasn't just another message. This was a divine interruption. God stepped into your timeline to speak. And when He speaks, things move, atmospheres shift, chains break, doors open. Your inheritance is waiting on your answer. Will you rise? Will you receive? If you are, comment 1717. That is your confirmation to heaven. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of something new. And what's coming is going to make sense of every tear, every delay, every loss. God wastes nothing. He uses it all. Your pain has purpose. Your waiting has weight. And now the release is coming. You won't have to chase it. You just have to be ready to receive it. Let this be your confirmation. The wait was worth it. The delay was not denial. The pain was not punishment. It was preparation. And now that you're ready, heaven is saying, go. The wealthy man is on the move. He's carrying the next step, the next door, the next word. And he's looking for one person. You. Do not fear. God is with you. His angels go before you. His spirit surrounds you. His hand is on your life. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are held. You are loved. You are chosen. You are the heir. The time is now. The door is open, and heaven is waiting on your response. You are not being overlooked. You are being set up. The enemy tried to blind you with disappointment so you wouldn't see what's coming. But here's the truth. The very thing that broke you is the same thing God will use to bless you. The heartbreak, the rejection, the delay, it all led you here, to this doorway, to this divine intersection. And you must not back away now. You must walk through it. If your faith is ready, comment, Amen. Let that be your step forward in the Spirit. You've been on God's mind. The inheritance is not an afterthought. It has been prepared from the very beginning. Ephesians 1:11 says, In Him we have obtained an inheritance, having been predestined according to His purpose. You didn't stumble onto this. You were born for this. And now the moment has come to claim it not by your works, but by your faith. God isn't asking you to make it happen. He's asking you to receive what's already yours. But timing matters. The wealthy man is looking for you now. Not yesterday, not next year. Now, he's carrying more than finances. He's carrying favor. He's carrying a divine link to your next assignment. A person who doesn't even know they're about to shift your life is being directed toward you by heaven itself. That's how strategic God is. But if you're not where He needs you to be in heart, in posture, in readiness, you'll miss each other. And this isn't just about your breakthrough, it's about legacy. It's about what God wants to do through you for others. The inheritance isn't just for your comfort, it's for your calling. God wants to position you to be a light in a place others only see darkness. He wants to use your testimony as a key for someone else's freedom. But it starts with you believing that your life is part of something bigger than you. You don't need more signs. You've already heard from God more than once. You've seen Him keep you alive when you didn't think you'd make it. You've seen Him provide when the numbers didn't add up. You felt His presence in the loneliest places. Now it's time to trust Him with the next step. Now it's time to open your hands and say, God, I'm ready. Don't delay any longer. You are the heir, and your moment is here. Every minute that passes matters. Not because God is pressuring you, but because your purpose is moving forward, whether you choose to step into it or not. You can't afford to sleep through this. The man looking for you will pass by if you're not awake. And not because he's cruel, but because heaven only moves on faith. If you keep shrinking, if you keep hiding, if you keep convincing yourself you're not ready, you'll forfeit something that was always meant to be yours. The enemy is afraid of what happens if you believe this. That's why your mind has been under attack. That's why you've been doubting yourself, second-guessing everything and thinking maybe it's too late. But the devil is a liar. This is not too late. You haven't missed it. You are still in the window. The inheritance is still yours, and God is still making a way where there seemed to be none. There is oil being poured over your life, a fresh anointing, a new assignment, a deeper calling, and it requires a new level of surrender. God is not just trying to make your life easier. He's trying to make your life count. He's not blessing you to impress people. He's blessing you so His name is glorified. What He's about to do in you will be so undeniable, no one will be able to say it was luck or chance. They'll have to admit it was God. So don't be afraid when things begin to shift suddenly. Don't panic when people leave or doors close. That's not loss, it's divine rearrangement. God removes who cannot go with you. He closes what would distract you, and He prunes what would hinder your growth. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. He only prunes what's about to bear fruit. And make no mistake, you are about to bear fruit, not just a little, much, more than you thought possible. You're going to see restoration where you thought the ground was dead. You're going to see joy rise from the very place you cried the most. You're going to see peace take root where chaos once ruled. That's what inheritance does. It restores what was lost and multiplies what remains. If your heart feels this, if something in you is waking up again, don't push it down. Let it rise. Let hope speak again. Let your spirit declare, I'm ready. Comment 1111 if your faith is rising for what's coming. Let it be a prophetic sign that you are stepping into divine timing. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now, but this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. You were never forgotten. Even when it felt like nothing was moving, heaven was preparing everything. God never takes shortcuts. He does things fully and in order. And now the fullness of time is near. You are being brought into a season where what was hidden will be revealed, and what was delayed will be delivered. There will be a day not long from now when you look back on this moment and say, that was the turning point, because you didn't ignore the call, because you didn't give in to doubt, because you chose to believe that you really are the heir, and that choice shifted everything. So get ready, pack your faith, stand in position. The man is looking, the door is unlocking. The season is shifting, and you are about to see why the wait was worth it. You are about to understand why the battle was so intense. Because the blessing on the other side is going to be far greater than what you lost getting here. This is the moment where your faith has to speak louder than your fear, because you're standing at the threshold. There's a spiritual door, and it's already unlocked, but only the heir can enter. The confused won't go through, the distracted won't see it, the fearful will hesitate too long. But you, if you're listening, if you're saying, God, I trust you, then get ready. Your foot is already on the edge of your promise. One more step, and you're in. If you're saying yes with all your heart, comment 222. Let it be known in heaven that your heart is wide open. The enemy knows you're close, so he's trying his last tricks: fatigue, fear, frustration, making you feel like it's just another day. But it isn't. The spiritual clock is ticking, and the man symbol of heaven's release is closer than ever. He's not lost. He's not delayed. He's been sent at the appointed time. The question is, will he find you in position? Will he find you in faith? There are certain blessings that only come when you are fully surrendered. This isn't about striving. This is about letting go of your way and stepping into God's way. That's what opens the flow. That's what causes the heavens to pour. This isn't a small blessing that you can earn or hustle for. This is an inheritance blessing. It can only be received by the one willing to step forward and say, I believe it's mine because my Father says so. In Luke 15, the prodigal son came home thinking he would only be accepted as a servant. But the father ran to him, embraced him, restored his robe, gave him a ring, and threw a feast. Why? Because he wasn't just someone returning, he was still a son. The inheritance had never been erased, and neither has yours. Even if you've walked away, even if you've doubted, drifted, or stumbled, God still calls you heir. Don't let shame tell you otherwise. Shame is a liar. It tries to bury you under the weight of your past. But God doesn't consult your mistakes to decide your future. His covenant stands. His promise remains. He calls you his child. And if you are his child, you are also his heir. Nothing cancels that. Not time, not failure, not silence. What's coming for you isn't random. It was custom made for you before you were even born. Psalm 139 says, all the days ordained for you were written in God's book before one of them came to be. That means your breakthrough, your blessing, your next chapter, it's all already written. The man looking for you isn't confused. He's being guided by heaven's script. You just have to show up in the right place. Faith. You're not being asked to be perfect. You're being asked to trust, to believe that God is still good, still powerful, still moving even when it's quiet. Faith is not always loud. Sometimes it's choosing not to quit. Sometimes it's getting back up one more time. Sometimes it's saying yes with tears in your eyes. That's enough for God. That's all he needs to move. This next season is not going to look like the last. God is about to do a new thing, and it won't come through the same doors or the same people. That's why some connections had to end. That's why some paths closed. He was protecting what's coming, because the inheritance needs room. The new cannot live in the old structure. God is clearing space for overflow. You will see it soon. Not just feel it or hope for it, you will see it. Tangible proof, real movement, visible favor, and when it comes, it will happen quickly. What's been slow for years will accelerate in a moment. One call, one encounter, one yes can change everything. Because that's how heaven moves when faith and timing collide. And through it all, God will be your anchor. When the winds shift, he will steady you. When the doors open, he will lead you. When the blessings pour, he will keep you grounded. You won't be overwhelmed. You won't be lost in the flood. You'll rise in peace and strength because God's hand is on you. He has chosen you for this. You've been praying for a sign. This is it. You've asked God, should I give up? And he's saying, no. This is the moment to stand. This is the moment to receive. Don't miss it. There are a few minutes left on the clock. The man is looking. The door is about to swing open. You are the heir. This was always meant for you. And the world will see what God can do with someone who simply says yes. They'll see what happens when a weary soul believes again. They'll see the power of faith, and you won't even have to explain it. Your life will testify. Your peace will shine. Your breakthrough will speak. The same God who brought Joseph from a prison to a palace is writing your chapter now. So take a deep breath. Let hope rise again. Let faith take the lead. God is not finished with you. In fact, He's just getting started. If you receive that in your spirit, comment 1212. Let that be your declaration that you are stepping into what was always yours. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. Right now, you are standing in what the Bible calls a due season. Galatians 6-9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up." That's not just a promise for someone else. That's a word for you, and you are in that season. The harvest is ready. But reaping only happens for those who keep believing, who keep standing, who don't walk away right before the rain comes. If you've ever felt like you were just barely hanging on, like the waiting was stretching you to your breaking point, that's how you know the shift is close. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't valuable. He doesn't send resistance where there's no reward. So if it's been intense lately, if you've questioned your purpose or your direction, that's because the inheritance is within reach. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're about to step into everything the enemy tried to convince you would never happen. If this resonates, comment 777. Heaven sees your faith. The man looking for you, he's not just a person, he's a symbol. He represents divine appointment. He represents the setup you didn't see coming. He represents the exact person, opportunity, or favor God has assigned to unlock this next level of your life. It might be a mentor, a conversation, a position, an idea. It might even be someone who hurt you, who is now being sent back to bless you, because that's how God works. He doesn't just restore, He makes the enemy pay interest. Don't miss this truth. You don't have to chase what's coming, you just have to align with it. It's not about performance, it's about posture. When your spirit is positioned in trust, the blessing will find you. The man is looking for the heir. That means he's not looking for the most successful, the most visible, or the loudest. He's looking for the one heaven marked, and heaven marked you. Do you know what it means to be marked? It means chosen when others are overlooked. It means protected when others fall. It means favored when you don't even understand why. You carry something unseen but undeniable. That's why certain things couldn't break you. That's why you survived things that should have destroyed you. Because your inheritance wasn't finished. Your purpose wasn't done. And now it's time for it to be revealed. Don't wait until everything makes sense. Don't wait until you feel confident. Faith is what qualifies you. Faith is what unlocks it. The Bible says Abraham believed, and it was credited to him as righteousness. He didn't have a plan, he had a promise, and so do you. Hold the promise tighter than your fear. God will not fail you. He has never lost a battle, and He's not about to lose you now. You've spent too long underestimating what's inside you. That stops today. God has planted gifts, wisdom, strength, and power inside you that's about to be activated by obedience. You are not empty. You are not forgotten. You are fully loaded with everything you need for this season. You just need to believe it. The moment you do, the connections will come. The doors will open. The opportunities will align. That's how heaven works, faith first, then the move. This is more than a good season coming. This is a divine release, a reversal of what the enemy stole, a restoration of what was broken, a refreshing for your weary soul. You're not just stepping into blessing, you're stepping into identity. You're going to feel like yourself again, whole again, alive again, because you're stepping into alignment with what was always yours. Let God remind you, you are not average, you are not like the others, you are chosen, set apart, anointed. That comes with responsibility, yes, but also with protection. What is meant for you cannot be taken by another. What is yours will not pass you by if you stay in belief. You're not fighting for a place at the table. The table is being set for you. The man is still coming. He is being moved by divine instruction. He may not even know why yet, but something will pull him toward you. Something will tell him, this is the one. That something is God. The same Spirit that hovered over the waters in Genesis is hovering now, orchestrating your arrival into this divine appointment. Your only job is to stay ready, stay in faith, stay present. If you're ready, comment 333. Let this moment seal your commitment. This is not the time to shrink. This is not the time to hide. This is not the time to make excuses for why you can't be blessed. God is not listening to your flaws. He's looking at your heart. And if your heart is willing, that's all He needs. He'll do the rest. He'll bring the people. He'll open the way. He'll provide the resource. You just need to believe Him again. He hasn't brought you this far to leave you now. He didn't deliver you from all that just to abandon you at the finish line. The blessing is real. The inheritance is near. The hour is holy. And this moment matters more than you know. Heaven is watching. The angels are moving. And the clock is almost at the final minute. This isn't just another season. This is the fulfillment of prayers you forgot you prayed. This is restoration of things you thought were too far gone. This is the divine reroute back to what always had your name on it. What was stolen is about to return. What was closed is about to open. What was silent is about to speak. God is not preparing the blessing, He's preparing you to meet it. And it's closer than you know. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The man is looking for you. He doesn't know your face yet, but he's carrying what belongs to you. He's searching by instruction. And he's being led by the Spirit of God to the one who's positioned in faith. That's why you've been feeling like something's about to shift. That's why your heart won't let this moment go. Because something spiritual is moving into the natural. And if you stay alert, you won't miss it. Do not step back. Do not talk yourself out of this. The enemy is whispering all the old lies. You're not ready. You're not worthy. You've failed too much. This isn't for you. But he's only shouting because he's scared. He knows that when you accept your inheritance, his grip on your mind breaks, his access to your peace ends, and the territory he stole is reclaimed. That's why the warfare's been so heavy. But God is saying, I'm here. I've always been here, and I've waited for this moment. You were made for this. You were prepared for this. You were born for this very hour. Just like Esther stepped into the palace, for such a time as this, so have you. You may not have seen it coming, you may not have felt ready, but grace qualifies you, favor finds you, and God is leading you into it. The inheritance is not something you have to climb to reach, it's being handed to you. It's coming to meet you because God ordained it that way. This is not about working harder or praying louder. This is about standing firm, being still, letting the Lord fight for you, and watching the promise walk right up to your door. If your spirit is saying yes to this, comment 1010. Let heaven see your agreement. The life you thought was out of reach is being delivered to your feet, not because you chased it, but because you waited in faith. You trusted when it didn't make sense. You praised when you had no strength left, and that is what qualified you. Heaven doesn't move by effort, it moves by belief, and your belief has not gone unnoticed. God has not forgotten your tears. He remembers every quiet cry, every sleepless night, every time you held on when it would have been easier to let go. He's not ignoring the pain, he's been collecting it, turning it into purpose, transforming it into power, and now that power is going to push open every door the enemy tried to seal. Don't be surprised when the call comes. Don't be shocked when the door opens. Don't question it when the connection clicks into place. You'll know it's God because it'll feel like alignment, not effort. It'll come with peace, not pressure. It'll bring clarity, not confusion. Because when God moves, He doesn't force, He flows. You are not being overlooked, you are being reserved. God saves the best for last. When others were promoted, you stayed in place. When others ran ahead, you remained faithful. And now, God is flipping the script. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Your name is being called. Your time is here. Your table is set. The man isn't just anyone. He's an answer. He's a carrier of the next phase of your purpose, and he's about to recognize what's been hidden in you all along. He won't choose you for your resume. He won't select you for your appearance. He'll be drawn by your spirit, by your obedience, by your posture of surrender. So keep your heart soft. Keep your hands open. Keep your eyes on God, because this isn't about chasing people or trying to impress anyone. This is about aligning with heaven. The moment your heart says yes, things begin to move. What was stuck gets loosed. What was locked gets opened. What was delayed gets delivered. This is divine timing. This is holy ground. You may never fully understand the weight of this hour until you're standing in the fulfillment. But don't wait for hindsight to recognize what's in front of you right now. You are the heir. This is your release. The inheritance is on its way, and the door is swinging open. If you feel the shift in your spirit, don't let it pass without response. Comment 555 as a declaration of full surrender. Let it be a shout of agreement in the unseen realm. The man is closer than you think. The opportunity, the breakthrough, the divine shift, it's right at the edge of this very moment. The door is about to be knocked on, but only the one who's watching will hear it. The only ones who will step into the promise are those who refuse to let fear make them miss what's been prophesied over their life. If you know in your heart that this is confirmation, comment 1717. Don't wait. Let this be your step of obedience. You're not being dramatic. You're not being emotional. Your spirit is recognizing something your mind is still trying to understand. That tug in your chest, that heaviness in the air, that's not tension, it's holy. It's God pressing into your atmosphere. When the time is right, He shows up not with noise, but with undeniable weight. You can't fake this, and you can't ignore it. You either answer or you walk away. But know this, the window won't stay open forever. This is what the last season was about. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You were hidden for protection. Not everyone was allowed to walk with you here. Some things had to be stripped. Some voices had to go quiet. Some chapters had to close. Because what's next cannot be polluted. You are carrying a sacred assignment, and that means God will not allow you to enter your inheritance casually. You must come in surrendered. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. God says, this wealthy man is transferring his power of attorney to your name because you're unaware he is your relative. Open this message today or he'll donate it all. You've walked through life unaware of who's been watching over you. There is a man wealthy, powerful, with deep influence who has kept you in his will. You have felt distant, unworthy, overlooked. But I, the Lord your God, am revealing this now because your name is about to be spoken in rooms you've never entered. The authority to walk into doors you didn't build is being handed to you, not by mistake, but because it was written. And here is what you must understand. This man is not just a man. He's symbolic of the favor I have stored up for you, the resources you didn't earn, but are yours by promise. His power of attorney represents more than legal rights. It represents access to what has been waiting for you in the spiritual and natural. You didn't know him. You didn't know you were tied to him. But your faith has moved me to connect what was once hidden. You were never forgotten. You were covered. If you believe this, comment 1111 to declare it. He was about to donate it all. That means this transfer was about to be given away. The enemy hoped you would stay distracted long enough to miss this moment, but I stepped in. I delayed what was about to be handed off to someone else. I held it back for you. Why? Because you are mine. Because I made a covenant with your ancestors. Because I am a faithful God who keeps his promises to 1,000 generations. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because something has been released in the heavens, and it bears your name. Now listen. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God who turns famine into provision, who multiplies the oil in the widow's jar, who parts seas and brings water from rocks. Do you think I would let what's yours pass to another while you cry out to me night after night? No. I saw every silent prayer, every time you wanted to give up, every tear you didn't even have words for. I counted them, I collected them, and I've poured them into the ink that signed your inheritance. Comment 222 if you trust this is real for you, but I need your attention. Because this isn't just about wealth in numbers or accounts, it's about responsibility. When a transfer like this happens, it comes with territory. It comes with opposition. It comes with weight. But it also comes with angels. I've assigned protection over you that no demon in hell can override. I've surrounded your name with fire. I've wrapped your steps in light. The same way I led Israel out of bondage with a pillar of fire by night, I'm leading you now with confirmation you cannot deny. This message is not reaching you by chance. It's being delivered on purpose. So here's what's next. Doors are opening. People you've never met will mention your name. Strategies will come to you that you never studied. You will walk into rooms and feel a weight shift because heaven is backing you. and the very thing that was supposed to pass you by is now being signed over to your authority. I've spoken to hearts behind closed doors, and they're about to find you. You don't need to force your way in. The will has already been written. Now I tell you this, no weapon formed against this transfer shall prosper. No thief will touch it. No confusion will delay it. The wealth of the wicked has been stored up for the righteous, and it's being released in a form you didn't see coming. You're not only being blessed, you are being trusted. You are being positioned to carry influence that glorifies my name. Every seed you planted in tears is being harvested in joy. You didn't earn this. You didn't buy this. You didn't chase this. But it is yours because I said so. Keep your heart humble. Stay in prayer. Worship in the waiting. You're about to see evidence that my hand has never left you. You were overlooked by people, but handpicked by me. You were rejected by systems, but anointed by heaven. And now what was hidden is being revealed. The file with your name is being opened. The signature is being prepared. The angel is standing by. If this speaks to your spirit, like this video, and let your faith agree with heaven, remember what I said, he was going to donate it all. Give it away to strangers. Sign it off to someone who had no claim. But your name started ringing. Your name came up. Your name was remembered. And when they searched for the rightful heir, it led to you, not because you had the loudest voice, but because you have my spirit. This is a turning point. You will look back on this moment and know something shifted. The grief you carried silently is about to be replaced with divine restoration. The loss you suffered in the dark is about to be answered with light. The silence you endured is being answered with clarity. I am not slow in keeping my promise. I was working behind the scenes. I was arranging names, aligning paths, holding back the flood until you were ready to walk in it. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is no delay in me. There is no confusion in my plan. The very thing the enemy tried to bury is the same thing I'm resurrecting. You will not miss what belongs to you. Not this time. You've been through too much. You've waited too long. And now the vault is opening. Watch how quickly I do what I said. Watch how effortlessly I reverse what looked impossible. Hold this truth close. You are not just a recipient. You are a carrier of my favor. You are stepping into land you didn't till, homes you didn't build, relationships you didn't beg for. They are being sent to you because you are carrying my name. You are my child. And what belongs to me, I share with my own. You are covered. You are chosen. You are standing at the edge of something that generations before you prayed for. Now it's being fulfilled. Because I always finish what I start. And I started something in you a long time ago. You may not have seen it, but I never stopped writing your story. Every chapter led to this. I want you to comment 333 to declare your faith. This transfer isn't random. This isn't just a wealthy man changing names on a legal form. This is a sign. This is a move in the spiritual realm. This is me restoring what was stolen from your family line. Generations before you lost what they were promised. They were broken, silenced, cheated, and pushed aside. But I remembered. And I swore by my own name that what was left unfinished in their lives would not die. I planted it in you. You're the one I chose to bring it full circle. Some of you feel like you've been living at the edge of breakthroughs that never came. You've seen others prosper while you kept fighting. You've questioned if I still see you, if I still hear your voice. Yes, I see you. Yes, I hear you. And now I am responding, not with just comfort, but with restoration, with answers, with justice. I am transferring what was hidden in dark rooms into your hands in broad daylight. I'm not just giving you access, I'm giving you authority. When I open a door, no man can shut it. This isn't something you will need to chase. It will come to you. The same way Esther was brought before the king without begging, I am bringing you into rooms of influence where you will be favored without striving. You will be honored because you are marked, and what I have marked, no one can block. Comment 555 if this is speaking to you. Now hear me clearly. You are not being blessed just for your own comfort. You are being positioned to rebuild what was torn down. Your hands will be used to restore broken cities. Your words will lift generations. Your testimony will break curses. What I'm giving you isn't just for you. It's for every person who ever thought they were forgotten. It's for those who watched you suffer and doubted if I was real. They're about to see my glory through your life. This is what I meant when I said, I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. Not just days, not just months, years. You thought you lost too much time, but I am the God who redeems time. I can take what was dead and make it grow again. I can bring fruit from dry soil. I can breathe on the ashes and raise something beautiful. That's what this transfer represents. A second chance, a divine restart. But this time, you will not be empty-handed. You've seen others rise and fall. You've watched people gain the world and lose their peace. But what I'm giving you will come with peace that passes understanding. You won't have to choose between blessing and rest. You'll have both. You'll have wisdom to manage what's coming. You'll have joy to carry what others would have crumbled under, because you're not receiving it alone. I am going with you. My spirit will lead you in every step. This transfer is a reward for your perseverance. When others gave up, you kept believing. When others mocked you, you kept praying. When you had no proof, you had faith. And I counted that faith as righteousness. I took note of every sacrifice you made in silence. I will honor you in public for what you endured in private. Comment 777 if you know this is your confirmation. I know the enemy has been whispering to you, telling you it's too late, that you missed your chance, that you're not worthy, that this must be meant for someone else. But I rebuke every lie he's planted in your mind. I silence every voice that doesn't speak truth. I created you with intention. I placed my spirit inside you. I knew exactly when and how I would call you into this moment. And no voice, not even your own doubt, can cancel what I've decided. You were not just saved to survive, you were saved to reign. The cross didn't just purchase your forgiveness, it purchased your freedom, your legacy, your right to walk in divine inheritance. You're not here to live a small, silent life. You are here to shine. You are here to rise. And that's why the enemy fought you so hard. He saw what was written over your life and tried to erase it. But I never dropped the pen. Now the timing has come. The delay is breaking. The letter has been unsealed. The signature is being released. You'll see signs in the coming days, strangers offering help, unexpected opportunities, favor with people in authority, clarity in places you once felt confusion. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. I am making good on my promise. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down anytime. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. You are stepping into land that once belonged to giants. You're entering places that people said you'd never see, and you're doing it with nothing but grace covering your steps. I am removing fear from your heart. I am removing shame from your story. I am removing weariness from your bones. What's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you, and what's in you is stronger than anything that tries to stand against you. The power of attorney in this message represents more than ownership. It's a transfer of voice, of influence, of weight. When you speak, heaven will echo. When you pray, walls will shake. When you walk into a room, darkness will leave. Because you don't carry just a name, you carry my authority. You've been feeling something shift inside of you, a quiet urgency, a stirring in the middle of the night, the sudden silence in the room when your mind starts to drift toward dreams you gave up on. That's me. I've been calling you, pulling you back into alignment, because the papers are on the table. The ink is ready. But I need your agreement. I won't force this on you. I need your yes. Comment 999 if you're saying yes to what I have prepared. This is a sacred appointment. What's happening right now is not just a transaction, it's a fulfillment. You've been asking me for a sign, for a reason to keep going. This is it. You've carried disappointment like armor, not because you wanted to, but because you were tired of hoping and being hurt. But I am removing that weight from you. You won't need to protect yourself from disappointment anymore. I'm replacing that armor with joy. I'm dressing you in strength. I'm restoring your hope. And now, you will start to see what others missed. The strange favor, the divine reversals, the silent victories. They'll wonder how it all came together for you so quickly. But you'll know it wasn't quick. It was divine timing. While they saw delay, I was building depth. While they saw nothing, I was preparing everything. I don't rush greatness. I reveal it at the right time. You may not feel ready. You may not feel worthy. But I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you, my child, are called. You have always been called. That whisper inside of you that's been there since childhood, the one that made you feel different, the one that kept you restless, the one that wouldn't let you settle, that's been me. It's always been me. You will not walk into this season by yourself. I have gone before you. I've already spoken to the hearts that need to favor you. I've already touched the hands that will bless you. I've already removed the ones who were not sent by me. This blessing will not be tainted. This inheritance will not come with sorrow. The gift I give adds no burden, only peace. Comment 1010 if you receive that peace right now. This wealthy man who is transferring authority to your name is not just a man. He represents the answer to prayers you didn't even know how to pray. He is the symbol of everything that has been waiting for you behind closed doors. But I've opened the doors. I've removed the locks. The access is yours. And now it's time to walk into what I have promised. You will see relationships align. Resources will locate you. People will begin to honor what they once overlooked. But most of all, you will feel my presence with you like never before. My spirit is resting on you. My angels are assigned to you. I have placed a banner of favor over your life that cannot be removed. You will begin to understand why the warfare was so intense, why the heartbreak was so deep, why the rejection felt unbearable. It was because the blessing is bigger than you realized. The calling is heavier than you imagined. And the glory that is coming with it requires a vessel that has been tested in fire and still stood. You didn't bend when the storms came. You didn't collapse when they left you. You didn't run when it got lonely. You stayed. And because you stayed, I am now raising you up in front of those who thought your story was over. I am not just restoring your hope, I am restoring your influence. Your voice will carry healing. Your presence will shift rooms. You will be known not for your pain, but for your purpose. You are my child, my beloved, and I have given my angels charge over you. Every dark force that tried to sabotage your destiny is being silenced. Every delay, every detour, every dead end has now become part of your testimony. You will walk with the authority of someone who knows who they belong to. And when you walk in, atmospheres will change. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to prepare. This is not the time to shrink back. This is the time to step forward. I did not bring you through that wilderness just to have you watch your inheritance pass to someone else. No, I've held it. I've preserved it. I've protected it from wolves, from thieves, from time itself, because it was never meant for anyone else. It's yours. There's a window of time here, a sacred window. Heaven has moved. The angels are already in motion. And now I need you to move with me. Walk in obedience. Stay humble. Stay present. Keep your eyes on me. I am going to surprise you. I am going to pour out blessings that overflow. I am going to confirm my word through signs that cannot be denied. Comment 1212 if you believe what's meant for you is still coming. That man, wealthy in status, in possession, in authority, he didn't know your face, but he knew your name. And I placed that name in his spirit even when you felt like no one remembered you. You've lived much of your life feeling invisible. You've looked at others walk into their promise and wondered when it would be your turn. But I never forgot your turn. I delayed it for your protection. I held it back to make room for your maturity. But now the appointed time has come. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You have been approved in the heavens, and the earth must align. People who once overlooked you will be moved to honor you. Places that were once closed will begin to open. Don't let this shock you. Don't question it. Don't explain it away. This is my doing, and it is marvelous in your eyes. When the Holy Spirit breathes on a moment, even the impossible has to bow. I am shaking things, rearranging, rebuilding. The man was about to give it all away. He thought no one was left to claim it. But just before he let it go, I brought your name to the surface. This is redemption. This is restoration. What was nearly lost is being saved because of you, because of your prayers, because of your faith. Because even when you couldn't see me working, you kept trusting that I was. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You didn't miss your chance. You are right on time for what I've set in motion. The enemy tried to distract you, tried to confuse your direction, tried to wear you down, but I held you, I strengthened you. And now I'm rewarding your endurance with evidence. Not just spiritual signs, but physical changes, real shifts, real breakthroughs, real miracles. Comment 1515 if you're receiving this as your moment. There are things you've forgotten that I still remember. Promises you've let go of because you didn't know how they'd ever come to pass. But I didn't forget. I wrote them down. I engraved them in eternity. And I've been shaping every step of your journey so that what you thought was over could actually begin. This is not the end of your story. This is the release of everything I've stored up for you. You'll begin to notice things coming full circle. People from your past returning with new purpose. Dreams you had as a child resurfacing. Opportunities showing up where you had once heard no. These are not just chances. They are divine moments, and I want you to walk into them boldly with faith, knowing I am with you. My Spirit will guide you. You will not be alone. You will feel favor like a shield around you. You will experience peace like a river within you. You will carry my presence into every room, and what once seemed out of reach will begin to reach for you. You will not have to fight for recognition. I have already made your name known in the places that matter. Now you only need to be still and move when I say move. This isn't about chasing blessings. It's about receiving what's already been prepared. You don't need to strive. You don't need to perform. You only need to trust. Stay close to me. Keep your heart pure. Stay anchored in my word and watch how quickly everything changes. Comment 1717 if you know this is confirmation for your spirit. This transfer, this inheritance, this divine setup, it's not random, it's prophetic. I am healing your name. I am redeeming your history. I am restoring what life tried to strip from you. And when you walk into this season, it will feel like you've been here before. That's because your spirit knew this moment before your eyes ever saw it. I've shown you glimpses in dreams. I've whispered it during worship. You just didn't realize what you were seeing, but now it's all becoming clear. I am the God who parts seas, who rains down manna, who breaks prison chains at midnight. And I am still that same God. I have not changed. I am not distant. I am here, and I am doing a new thing in you. The old is gone. The silence is over. The inheritance is yours. What's coming is not ordinary. You've been prepared for something extraordinary. You are not stepping into just another opportunity. You're stepping into the fulfillment of a divine assignment. This is bigger than a job, a connection, or a blessing. This is about legacy. This is about destiny. This is the moment where what I wrote over your life begins to unfold in ways you could never have predicted. Comment Amen if you receive this word over your life. I want you to pay attention to the signs. Watch for unusual favor, unexpected calls, surprising peace. This is not coincidence, it's confirmation. You will walk into rooms where your name was already mentioned. People will look at you and not understand why they feel led to bless you. But you'll know. You'll feel me in every moment. That's because I've already gone before you. I've already prepared the table. This wealthy man, he represents more than a person. He is the picture of timing. He is the symbol of what I've been protecting. The inheritance he almost gave away was never his to pass on to strangers. It was yours. And because you didn't arrive late, you arrived obediently. I stopped him. I held his hand. I whispered your name. And now the pen is moving. Heaven's decision is being written in ink. This moment is not just about receiving, It's about recognizing. I need you to recognize who you are. You are not forgotten. You are not average. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are my child. You carry my breath. You carry my power. And when you walk in that identity, doors open, chains break, atmospheres shift. Comment 1111 if you believe this identity is yours. You were not created to live beneath what I've promised. You were not called to just survive. You are not here to blend in. You were made to shine. Not because of pride, but because of purpose. This light in you is not about you, it's about the people who need what you carry. It's about the ones who will be healed when you speak. It's about the ones who will be set free just because you walked in the room with my spirit on you. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The power of attorney being handed to you means you are being entrusted with responsibility. That responsibility is not a burden, it's an honor. You've proven your faith in the dark. You've trusted me when nothing made sense. And now I'm trusting you with visibility. I'm trusting you with abundance. I'm trusting you with the next chapter of your story. There will be voices who try to question why you're rising. There will be minds who try to figure out how it happened. Let them wonder. You don't need to explain what I've done. You only need to walk humbly and stay connected to me. I will defend you. I will cover you. I will surround you with grace so thick no accusation can stick. Comment 222 if you trust me to protect what I'm giving you. You've been under pressure. It wasn't random. Pressure reveals strength. Pressure reveals what's pure. Pressure removes what can't stay. That pressure wasn't sent to destroy you, it was sent to prepare you. And now you are stronger than you know. You're not the same person who cried last year, last month, or even last week. I've matured you. I've refined you. I've raised you in silence. Now I will elevate you in the open. Your enemies will see it. Your friends will see it. The ones who doubted you will see it. But most of all, you will see it. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You will see the fulfillment of the promises I whispered when no one else was listening. You will see me move. This transfer is real, and it's not just about papers. It's about prophecy. It's not just about wealth. It's about wisdom. You're being given the ability to manage what you've never handled before, to lead where you've never walked before, to speak where others have stayed silent. Don't fear it. You were made for this. This isn't a moment to stay small. This is a moment to rise. This is a moment to breathe in the truth that you were called, appointed, anointed. And I'm not just placing you in position, I'm placing my seal on you. You will walk in this new season with confidence, not arrogance, with boldness, not pride, because you'll know it wasn't you, it was me. Comment Amen if you're letting go of every weight you don't need anymore. You've been carrying guilt, shame, fear, and weariness. You've been asking yourself if maybe you missed something along the way. Maybe you weren't faithful enough. Maybe you didn't pray the right words. But I need you to hear me clearly now. I am not blessing you because you were perfect. I am blessing you because you remained. You stayed. When it would have been easier to walk away from faith, you held on. You may have doubted, but you didn't disconnect, and that's all I needed. Because you stayed, I am transferring what's been hidden. Because you stayed, I am lifting you in front of the same world that thought you had nothing left. The power of attorney in this moment is me saying, you're ready now. Not because you feel ready, but because I know your heart is ready. You know what it is to suffer. Now you'll know what it means to carry joy, and not just momentary joy, but the kind that lasts, the kind that silences every dark memory. Comment 333 if you know this is your time to be lifted. The wealthy man nearly gave it all away because he didn't know where you were. That's how the world has treated you unseen. Skipped. Like your absence meant you weren't meant to be included. But just when it looked like the door would close forever, your name surfaced. I whispered it in the right ear. I highlighted it in the right room. I protected it when others tried to tear it down. And now it's time. It's time for your name to carry weight. Time for the doors to open. Time for the favor to flow. Time for the restoration to begin. This is the moment where the heavens touch the earth in your life. This is where the prayers of your grandparents and their parents before them rise like incense and release what they never lived long enough to see. You are the one I've chosen to carry it forward. You are the one I've positioned to break the pattern. That's why the warfare was so severe. That's why the journey was so painful. You weren't just walking for you, you were walking for everyone that came before you. This blessing is layered. It's deep, it's heavy, but I've already strengthened you for it. That pain you felt, that was preparation. That delay you hated, that was development. That loss you couldn't explain, that was pruning. And now, the fruit is coming. Not one piece of your suffering will be wasted. Comment 555 if you receive restoration for every year the enemy tried to steal. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be present. Stay close. Keep walking with me. This isn't just a single breakthrough. This is a series of miracles. Once the door opens, more will follow. What you're walking into is not just a good moment. It's a divine setup that leads into overflow. You won't just be helped, you will help others. You won't just be blessed, you will become the blessing. I will fill your mouth with words that break chains. I will guide your hands to build what others gave up on. I will give you peace in the places where fear used to live. And every time the enemy tries to whisper lies again, you will be able to stand up and say, "But God has spoken, and I believe him." Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You didn't know this man was your relative. You didn't know you were connected by more than blood. You were connected by purpose. He had the wealth. You have the calling. And now they are meeting in perfect timing. The same way Joseph was elevated to oversee the land during famine, I have placed you in position not to survive, but to lead. The same way David was called out from the fields, I have called you out from the silence. And the same way Jesus rose from what looked like death, I am raising you now from everything the enemy declared over your life. The old labels are being torn off. The fear is being uprooted. The blessing is being sealed. You are the one I've chosen. You are the one I'm trusting. You are the one I'm sending. You're not going back to where you were. You're not going to live in the past. You're not going to dwell in bitterness or lack. You are stepping into what's rightfully yours. And what I give, no one can steal. What I release, no one can block. What I speak, no one can silence. Let me tell you what I've seen. I saw the nights where you almost broke. I saw the days where you went quiet, when even your prayers were tired. I saw you continue to love others while you were bleeding inside. I saw the strength it took to keep moving forward when nothing around you changed. That strength was not invisible to me. It reached my throne. And every silent act of faith became a brick in the foundation I'm now building beneath your feet. The man almost signed it away. That's how close the enemy came to stealing your portion. He was ready to hand it off, to send it where it didn't belong. But just before it was lost, I stepped in. That's how I work. I show up right on time, not your time, not their time, but divine time. And when I do, no one can reverse it. I blocked the transfer. I redirected the hand. I redirected the pen. I redirected the decision. And now it's yours. Comment 1111. If you know God is always right on time, you are going to see how quickly I can move. In one day, Joseph went from prisoner to palace. In one moment, the Red Sea turned from a barrier into a highway. In one act of surrender, the walls of Jericho fell down. I do not need years to do what I can do in seconds. I only need you to believe, to trust, to walk forward even when it feels uncertain. Because your steps are not being guided by logic, they're being led by me. You don't have to be the loudest. You don't need to fight for a seat. I am the one who makes room for you. I place the crown. I raise up the lowly. I lift those who bow before me in humility. You will be elevated not by power or pride, but by my hand alone. This is not favor that fades. This is a blessing that carries generation to generation. You didn't miss it. You're not too late. What was almost given away is now locked in with your name on it. Sealed by heaven, covered in grace, backed by my word, and no scheme of hell can undo it. Comment 222 if you trust that what's yours will not pass you by. I'm speaking now because I want you to walk in this season fully aware of who you are and who I am. I want you to silence every voice that told you you weren't enough. I want you to cancel every word that said it was over for you. It is not over. It's beginning. The heaviness you've carried is being lifted, and what's rising in its place is strength, clarity, joy, purpose. You are not alone in this. I've placed protection around you. I've assigned angels to your steps. I've dispatched help before you even call for it. You're going to notice peace surrounding you where there was once confusion. You're going to notice favor following you where there was once resistance. That's not random. That's me confirming what I've been preparing. Every time you doubted yourself, I believed in you. Every time you hesitated, I waited with you. Every time you thought it was over, I was just getting started. And now the silence is breaking. The shift is beginning. What's been stored up is being released. I am the God who keeps his word. I do not forget what I've promised. This is the season where you'll understand the why they left, why the delay, why the road was longer than others. It wasn't punishment, it was protection. It wasn't denial, it was delay for development. I was preparing you for a kind of blessing that requires strength on the inside. I was molding your character to match the weight of what I planned to place in your hands. What good is a transfer if you're not strong enough to carry it? So I stretched you, I tested you, I allowed you to walk through fires not to burn you, but to purify you. And now, what is being transferred into your life is not just provision, it is purpose, it is clarity, it is authority. Comment 777 if you believe that the waiting was part of the preparation. This man who almost gave it all away, he represents so many moments in your life that nearly slipped by. The love that was nearly lost, the opportunity that nearly went to someone else, the breakthrough that nearly died in the waiting. But I stepped in. I interrupted the enemy's plan. I stopped the loss before it reached its final moment. I pulled your name into view, and now what was once slipping away is about to sit in your lap. You will not have to chase what I've assigned to you. I bring it to your door. I place it in your life in such a way that no one else can claim it. You won't have to fight for it. You'll just need to recognize it. And that's why I'm speaking to you now, because when it comes, I don't want you to shrink back. I don't want you to second guess it. I don't want you to question if it's too good to be true. I want you to receive it with joy, with faith, with confidence that this time it really is yours. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. This is the reward of the righteous. Not because you earned it through works, but because you trusted me through the process. You kept seeking me. You kept believing. You kept showing up even when everything told you it was over. And now I am showing up for you in ways that only I can. Comment 999. If you know God is showing up for you now, you'll begin to see things align. Doors that were bolted shut will creak open without effort. People who once rejected you will circle back with offers, with apologies, with open hands. But you won't need to beg or prove yourself anymore. You will walk in calm authority because your identity is no longer based on people, it's based on my promise. The world may not understand this moment, but your spirit does. Your heart feels it. That stirring you've had lately, that sense that something is coming, that's because it is. It's not just in your imagination. It's me preparing your spirit for what I'm placing in your hands. You've never held something like this before. That's why I've been getting your soul ready for it. You are not the same person you were last year, or even last month. You've grown. You've been stretched. You've been refined. And now, you're ready. You're ready to step into rooms with your head held high. You're ready to carry this blessing with wisdom and grace. You're ready to be seen not for your pain, but for your purpose. Comment Amen if you know this word is confirming what your heart already felt. Every time you thought you were forgotten, I was remembering you. Every time you thought you had to start over, I was continuing the story. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't mess it up. What's meant for you has been preserved. This wealthy man, this symbolic transfer, it represents all the moments I stopped the enemy from taking what had your name on it. You didn't even know how close you were to losing it. But I did, and I stepped in. There are blessings that were hours from slipping through your fingers, doors that were about to close permanently, relationships that were about to break beyond repair. But I intercepted the moment. I rerouted the outcome, and I delayed the decision just so you could arrive on time. What looked like a setback was my hand holding everything in place until you were ready. Comment 1010 if you believe that God has protected what's yours. You are going to feel it soon. A release in your spirit, a peace that doesn't make sense, a quiet confidence, a shift in how people respond to you. This isn't arrogance. This is anointing. It's the authority that comes from walking with me even when no one else walked with you. It's the reward that comes from trusting me when nothing around you was changing. And now that your heart has stayed open, your hands are ready to receive. The inheritance being transferred is not just about resources, it's about restoration. I am restoring what life tried to break. I am restoring time, restoring strength, restoring dreams you buried because you didn't think they could ever come to life again. I am breathing on those dreams now, and you'll see that what you let go of in sorrow, I am returning in joy. People will wonder how it all came together for you, but they won't know the prayers you prayed when no one was watching. They won't know the nights you stayed up crying but still whispered, "I trust you." They won't know how close you were to walking away, but I do. And I've honored every moment you gave me your heart when it was broken. Comment 1515 if you're ready to see the restoration with your own eyes. This is the kind of blessing you don't have to manipulate or strive for. It finds you, it follows you, it overtakes you, because it comes from me. And I don't bless halfway. I bless completely. I bless thoroughly. I bless in ways that overflow. And when I do it, everyone around you will know that it was my hand on your life. Not luck, not coincidence, not strategy, just me being faithful to the one I love. You are that one. You are the one I chose. You are the one I preserved. You are the one I protected through every dark moment. And you are the one I'm lifting in this season. Not because of what you have, not because of who you know, but because of who you are to me. This transfer is not just about gain, it's about responsibility. I'm not only blessing you, I'm trusting you. Trusting you to carry what others couldn't. Trusting you to remain grounded while I lift you. Trusting you to lead with humility and not pride. You've passed the test. You've shown me you can be trusted with little, and now I will trust you with much. But you won't do it alone. My spirit is going with you. My hand will remain on your life. There is a shift happening in the spirit that will affect your natural life. Doors will open without your effort. Battles will end without your fight. People will come looking for you, not because of fame, but because of favor. The things you thought would take years will happen in weeks. What once felt impossible will become normal. Not because it's easy, but because I am in it. Comment 1717 if you feel the shift already beginning inside you. When you walk into this next season, walk with peace, not fear. The same God who preserved the promise is the God who will help you manage it. You are not unprepared. You are not unqualified. I've been equipping you in secret. Every loss taught you. Every delay trained you. Every betrayal refined you. So when this blessing arrives, it won't feel foreign. It will feel familiar. You'll recognize it not because of the way it looks, but because of how it aligns with everything I told you in your spirit long ago. I know you feel the weight of it. That's how you know it's real. If it felt light, it wouldn't change your life, but this is different. This is a shift that breaks cycles. This is a move that rewrites legacy. This is a blessing that lifts not only you, but those connected to you. Your children, your family, your community, your future, they will all be impacted by what I am doing in you right now. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. I want you to prepare your heart, not with anxiety, but with praise. Let gratitude rise. Let fear leave. I am the same God who brought water from the rock, who fed Elijah by ravens, who closed the mouths of lions. I don't fail. I don't forget. I don't make promises that I don't plan to keep. And I'm not just keeping my word, I'm fulfilling it in a way that will exceed what you were even hoping for. Comment 1111 if you are preparing your heart with praise instead of fear. Some will be surprised by this sudden shift. You won't have the words to explain it. That's okay. Don't explain it, just live it. Let your life be the testimony. Let your peace be the proof. Let your fruit speak for itself. When people see how you carry this blessing, they will know it wasn't man, it was God. This is the reward for your faithfulness. This is the harvest for your obedience. This is the fruit of your tears. I counted them. I remembered everyone. And now I am answering them not with barely enough, but with more than enough. Not with temporary relief, but with lasting transformation. Comment Amen if you believe your obedience is unlocking freedom for others. I want you to understand something deeper. This transfer is not only provision, it's purpose. There's something about this wealth, this authority, this inheritance being passed to you that connects directly to why you were born. You were made for this moment. You were made to carry this. That's why you didn't quit. That's why you couldn't give up, even when everything told you to walk away. My hand has been on you since the beginning, even when you didn't feel it. This wealthy man, this symbolic figure, was minutes away from giving it to someone else. But I didn't let it happen. Heaven held its breath until your name came to the surface. I delayed the donation. I delayed the handover. I stepped in between what almost went to a stranger, and I said, wait, that one belongs to them. You. It was always meant for you. Comment 555 if you're grateful that heaven held your portion in place. And now that the release has come, I need you to walk differently, talk differently, think differently. Not with pride, but with clarity, with quiet confidence, because this is not a dream, this is not imagination, this is not wishful thinking. This is the fulfillment of my promise. You are walking in prophecy. You are standing in answered prayer. And nothing will be the same after this. You will see my hand on everything you touch. You'll start to notice divine alignments. People who carry what you need. Places that feel prepared before you even arrive. Words that come to your mouth with power you didn't study for. That's me. That's what it means to walk under open heaven. And that's the season you've just stepped into. You were overlooked for a reason, hidden for a purpose, covered for protection. And now you're being revealed, elevated, established, not rushed, positioned. Every delay was on purpose. Every redirection was grace. Every no was preparing you for this. Yes, comment 222. If you're ready to walk fully into what's been promised. You're going to feel favor settle over you like peace. No striving, no forcing, just divine flow. You won't have to fight your way in. You'll be invited. You'll be welcomed. Because what I give, I sustain. I'm not giving you something that will drain you. I'm giving you something that will strengthen you, that will refresh you. That will bring clarity to the confusion you've battled for too long. People will notice a difference in you, but they won't understand where it came from. They didn't see the nights you laid awake, wondering if I was even listening. They didn't see how you kept praying when the answers didn't come. But I did. I watched. I heard. I remembered. And now I'm rewarding not with random favor, but with the exact promise I whispered to you when no one else was around. I'm doing what I promised, not because of who you are in the eyes of people, but because of who you are to me. You are my chosen one. I see the weight you've carried. I see how hard it was to hold your head up when no one else understood. I see how often you've encouraged others while you yourself were breaking inside. And I want you to know, I never missed a moment. I didn't just count your tears, I caught them. You were almost passed over. This transfer was almost erased. Your name was almost removed. But I stepped in and rewrote the line. I inserted your name back into the will, because you never left my heart. You never left my hand. Even when life made you feel like you were invisible, I was covering you. Even when it seemed like doors kept closing, I was securing the right one. Comment 1111 if you believe God is putting your name back into places you thought you lost. This next season will not be like the last. This time, there won't be striving, there won't be begging, you won't have to keep proving your worth. I'm going to prove my faithfulness through your life. When others doubted you, I still believed in you. When others misjudged you, I defended you. When even you weren't sure if you could keep going, I held you steady. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever.